Hey everyone, this is James, and this is March 12th, about 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is BTC USDT, and this is on the 4-hour chart on the Binance Exchange. So what I like to start off with is, first of all, this is not investment advice. Second of all, where we've come from, and that is in a downtrend that we've used as a springboard to go higher. However, we are starting to create lower highs recently. So after that, I like to go over, for new viewers, that you can see the volatility, you can see how, the vibrance of the market here, and then you can see how dull the market has become, in actual price movement. So there still have been some pretty good swings in price. Don't get me wrong, that's not what I'm saying, but you can see the volatility and how it's kind of smoothed out from there. But basically, what I've left off with in my prior video was we had these prior price structures that looked very similar, something like this, and then a downslide, and I was showing the similarities between the two. Basically, what I want to start off with is, if you've not seen that video from yesterday, I would suggest watching it, and then that way you kind of have an idea of what I'm talking about, because it's a lot to go over again in this video. But we're currently still in the downtrend, okay? We're still in this downtrend, this red line set. We have a counter trend, which is the green line set. Now, we have broken the blue line that you see here, okay? This was a line that was holding price down, and we've now broken to the to the upside right here, as you can see the price peaking out. Now this is only one bar, so I need to see multiple bars to confirm that price is going to hold and move higher. If price moves higher to 10,300, 10,400, depends on how fast we move into time and space, then that will confirm that price is now in an uptrend, okay, and that this right here is the bottom to the uptrend. But it's nothing to chase, because price will always provide pullbacks to create price structure, which means that by the time we hit about 10.3, 10.4, we should have a pullback like so. That pullback maybe in the 96, 9,500 range should then carry us higher through the negative downtrend. But that is given that this holds up and that 10.3 is hit, confirming that the price is now in an uptrend. If not, price is going to continue staying in the downtrend, and it will continue to the downside. And the next probable path, if we continue to the downside, is to retest this 8,300 zone. This roughly, what was it? I think the exact bottom is 83.29. That would be the next zone to go and retest, 83.29, if we are headed back down. And then from there, we should enter about the 7,700 level if we continue lower. So first of all, what has to happen is we have to fail hitting 10,350 to 10,400. And then from there, we have to take out 8,750. And then we would obviously test the previous numbers, like I explained, the orange line and the blue line, where potential big buyers are hiding out with their orders in order to buy price at Bitcoin at a discount. So that's the current analysis. I still don't have this quite off the table yet. This is only one spike. Like I said, we had something very similar where it broke out and then it decided to roll over. However, if we do hit this level, this 10.3, 10.4, it's going to completely negate that prior video, and instead what we are forming is something very similar to what we had here. So we'll have a nice little run. You can see the quick turnaround run, the pullback, and then the run upward. That is exactly what we would be forming, and it takes on a very similar uptrend price structure. If you can look at this, and then you can look at this. So it's kind of like we have a this is the before, and then this will be the after. The after should be much weaker than this move. So meaning that if we do have the pullback and we do rise, we will not break this high of 11,710. Instead, somewhere in there, we will roll over and then go deeper than the 8,300 level, which would obviously be an overall negative sign for the market, because then we would be putting in lower highs and lower lows, and that would be consecutive. That would be what is that, three total that we would be forming, and we would basically forming a downtrend, and that downtrend would not obviously be a positive sign for the market, especially that you're because what you're seeing now is you're seeing the money flowing out and the same amount not coming back in. You're seeing less and less and less come back in, and guess what's happening? If you start deflating the air out of a balloon, like the money's coming out, then you know it obviously is going to happen. So we'll see what happens. Take it day by day. That's why I do these videos every single day. Sometimes I'll do Bitcoin multiple times a day. I'll cover Litecoin and Ethereum, but they're basically following suit. Ethereum, I don't even know. That thing is, it just flounders around. So, but Litecoin essentially follows suits. The other altcoins, I think there's like over 1,500 of them now. I don't even know what those do. I don't even pay attention to them. Those things are, it's like gambling right there, penny stocks or something, you know, or just going to the casino. But anyways, Bitcoin typically dictates the market. That's why I cover it the most. The rest will just follow suit if they want to. If not, they're going to do their own thing and flounder around like Ethereum. But that's it for today. My next video will be later this evening, and we'll see what pans out. If price decides to roll over from here, you have the downside figures. If we continue up, then about 10.3, 10.400 is going to be the max upside before we generate a pullback, creating price structure for this next leg up, ultimately leading to a lower high, I think. So we'll see what happens. But that's it for today. If you do like the content, please give me a like, subscribe, follow. It does help out a lot. And if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. And other than that, I'll talk to everybody later. And I hope you have a great evening or day, depending on where you are in the world.